Did an extraterrestrial body, a celestial body, impact trigger the extinction of Ice Age animals? Archaeologists find evidence in South Carolina to support controversial theory. This is by the University of South Carolina, October 25th, 2019 article. Based on research at White Pond near Elgin, South Carolina, archaeologists present new evidence of a controversial theory suggesting an extraterrestrial, celestial body of course, crashed to Earth about 13,000 years ago, caused the extinction of many large animals and a probable population decline even in early humans. We're talking about the last ice age, 12,800, 12,900 years ago. We remember we had a lot of videos posted here concerning what we found in Göbekli Tepe in southeast Turkey. Those columns, stone engravings of a celestial impact, and then those columns were, from what scientists say, they were intentionally covered by earth and sand. I don't believe it was intentional. I believe that it was some kind of an earth cataclysm, perhaps some kind of a diatomic sand explosion, as what took place tens of thousands of years ago in Yellowstone and other areas, perhaps took place here in Turkey. Perhaps that's what also covered the Giza Plateau and the Sphinx of Giza with sand up to its neck. Something very strange happened. Now, this was about 13,000 years ago. A controversial theory suggests that an extraterrestrial body crashed to Earth almost 13,000 years ago, causing the extinction of many large animals, and a probable population decline in early humans is gaining traction from research sites around the world. It's called the Younger Dryas, the Younger Dryas Impact Hypothesis. Controversial from the time it was presented back in 2007, proposes that an asteroid or a comet hit the Earth about 12,800 years ago, causing a period of extreme cooling that contributed to extinctions of more than 35 species of megafauna, including the giant sloths, the saber-toothed cats, mastodons, and mammoths. It also coincides with a series of decline in early human populations, such as the Clovis culture of North America, and is believed to have caused massive wildfires that have blocked sunlight, causing an impact winter near the end of the Pleistocene epoch. In a new study published this week in Scientific Reports, remember this is the article dated October 25th, a Scientific Reports published, publication of Nature, University of South Carolina archaeologist Christopher Moore and 16 colleagues present further evidence of a cosmic impact based on research done at White Pond near Elgin, South Carolina. The study builds on similar findings of platinum spikes, an element associated with cosmic objects like asteroids or comet. So the platinum spikes that they found means that there was an asteroid or a comet impact in North America, Europe, Western Asia, and recently in Chile and South Africa. Now, we did post a video a couple of days past concerning a comet that was split into 7 pieces that hit the world in various locations. And one of those even made the huge crater of Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay in Canada is just north of the Great Lakes. That huge circular body of water is believed to have been caused by a comet impact at that time. So going on with this article, they say, we continue to find evidence and expand geographically. There have been numerous papers that have come out in the past couple of years with similar data from other sites that almost universally support the notion that there was an extraterrestrial impact or comet airburst that caused the Younger Dryas climate event, Moore says. Moore also was lead author on a previous paper documenting sites in North America where platinum spikes have been found, and a co-author on several other papers that document elevated levels of platinum, meaning, of course, platinum more than they would find normally on Earth. This platinum was brought in by the celestial bodies. So they have found the platinum spikes have been found, co-author on several other papers, that document elevated levels of platinum in archaeological sites, including Pilauco, Chile, the first discovery of evidence in the southern hemisphere. He said, first we thought it was a North American event, and then there was evidence in Europe and elsewhere that it was a northern hemisphere event. And now, with the research in Chile and South Africa, it looks like it was probably a global event, he said. In addition, a team of researchers found unusually high concentrations of platinum and iridium in outwash sediments from a recent discovery crater in Greenland that could have been the impact point. Although the crater has not been precisely dated yet, Moore says the possibility is good that it could be the smoking gun that scientists have been looking for to confirm a cosmic event. Additionally, data from South America and elsewhere suggests that the event may have actually included multiple impacts and airbursts over the entire globe. While the brief return to Ice Age conditions during the Younger Dryas period has been well documented, the reason for it and the decline of human populations and animals have remained unclear. The impact hypothesis was proposed as a possible trigger for these abrupt climate changes that lasted about 1,400 years. The Younger Dryas event gets its name from a wildfire, Dryas octopetala, which can tolerate cold conditions and suddenly became common in parts of Europe 12,800 years ago. The Younger Dryas impact hypothesis became controversial, Moore says, because the all-encompassing theory that a cosmic impact triggered cascading events leading to extinctions was viewed as improbable by some scientists. I would say they probably thought it was unbelievable and astonished at it. Well, yeah, but it was, obviously. Now, as they say here, it was bold in the sense that it was trying to answer a lot of really tough questions that people have been grappling with for a long time in a single blow, he said, adding that some researchers continue to be critical. The conventional view has been that the failure of glacial ice dams allowed a massive release of fresh water into the North Atlantic, affecting oceanic circulation and causing the Earth to plunge into cold climate. I wonder if that's happening now that we have the ice melt from the poles. All this fresh water into the Northern Atlantic causing this, if you see the video before this one, record low temperatures 50 degrees below normal in North America. In the United States, it's wreaking havoc on agriculture. We won't even be able to have a proper harvest of what little harvest the poor farmers planted. The few plants that they planted. Now, the crops. It could be something similar because of the influx of the fresh water into the North Atlantic. It could be stopping the Gulf Stream circulation. Anyway, going back to this, the Younger Dryas hypothesis simply claims that the cosmic impact was a trigger for the meltwater plus the pulse into the oceans. In research at White Pond in South Carolina, Moore and his colleagues used a core barrel to extract sediment samples from underneath the pond. The samples, dated to the beginning of the Younger Dryas with radiocarbon, contain a large platinum anomaly consistent with findings from other sites, Moore says. A large soot anomaly also was found in cores from the site, indicating regional large-scale wildfires in the same time interval. In addition, fungal spores associated with the dung of large herbivores were found to decrease in the beginning of the Younger Dryas period, suggesting a decline in Ice Age megafauna beginning at the time of the impact. Quote, "We speculate that the impact contributed to the extinction, but it was not the only cause. Overhunting by humans almost certainly contributed too, as did climate change," Moore said. Some of these animals survived after the event, in some cases for centuries, but from the spore data at White Pond and elsewhere, it looks like some of them went extinct at the beginning of the Younger Dryas, probably as a result of the environmental disruption caused by impact-related wildfires and climate change. Additional evidence found at other sites in support of the extraterrestrial impact includes the discovery of melt glass, microscopic spherical particles, and nanodiamonds, indicating enough heat and pressure was present to fuse materials on the Earth's surface. Another indicator is the presence of iridium, an element associated with cosmic objects that scientists also found in the rock layers dated 65 million years ago. That was the dinosaur extinction. 65 million years ago was the asteroid impact in the Yucatan Peninsula. So they found iridium there 65 million years ago from the impact that caused the dinosaur extinction. While no one knows for certain why the Clovis people and iconic Ice Age beasts disappeared, research by Moore and others is providing important clues as evidence builds in support of the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis. Moore says those are big debates that have been going on for a long time. These kinds of things in science sometimes take a really long time to gain widespread acceptance. That was true for the dinosaur extinction when the idea was proposed that an impact had killed them. It was the same thing with the plate tectonics, but now those ideas are completely established science. This is from materials provided by University of South Carolina, original written by Carol J.G. Ward. Journal references Christopher R. Moore. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.